Hey, I hope you guys are having a good day so far. Today I want to talk about the fact that shit does not matter as much as you think it matters. Your anxiety always gives you a million more reasons than are really like good reasons, viable reasons, reasons worth listening to you or listening to. And you really shit don't matter like that. It just does not matter. Um, what's my anxiety saying right now? My anxiety saying that I sound goofy, that I don't sound as articulate as I want to, is that I'm not able to represent the idea that I'm trying to represent as well as I could. But why does that matter? Why does it matter if I might seem goofy? Why does it matter? Like some people might think that. That's definitely true. I know for a fact that at least I don't know, I can't give a number, but there's going to be more than one person that thinks I'm goofy for what I'm saying, what I'm doing, sitting in front of the camera out in the woods recording. People that walk by might think I look goofy, but what does that matter when the goal here is to help people find meaning and peace in their lives, help them get on a better path and go in more of the right direction, right? Like that's the goal. So what if I'm accomplishing that somewhat? Maybe like say I get 60 views, 50 of them I'm guessing will get something positive out of the video. 10 people, maybe 5 of them thought I was a weirdo, and the other 5 just they didn't think I was weird, but they just didn't learn anything, right? So like those are some good stats. Saying like I know I can't know how many people learn from my videos and how many people get something good out of it, but why care? Why care what I look like? Why care how I sound? Uh, I mean, if you're in college right now, something that I'm not struggling with it, but something that I'm trying to get better at is answering the teacher's questions out loud and putting myself out there, putting my thoughts out there. And it's just, it seems so dumb to think that what the other students think of me based on my answer means anything. Why? Why would it matter what they think? Because it's not about what they think, it's about how practicing speaking your thoughts out loud and saying your mind is going to develop you cognitively. Clearly, sorry, there's a loud playing. Clearly, it's good for your mind to learn how to talk clearly and in front of people. So that's why I do it. That's why I do it. That's why I do it, even though it feels uncomfortable. And you should always find a reason. You should always find a reason to do things that feel uncomfortable, because almost all uncomfortable things, not all, almost all uncomfortable things, but a lot of uncomfortable things there's really good reasons to do them. Working out, that's not comfortable. That's not easy. And for most people, it's not fun at all. But there's a million good reasons why you should do it. And there's a million good reasons why you should develop your articulation skills, your ability to communicate ideas. There's a million reasons why you should journal. There's a million reasons why you should meditate. There's a million reasons why you should practice discipline and doing what you're gonna doing what you tell yourself to do. You want to be able to get in control of yourself, don't you? Right? You want to have freedom, or you want to be dragged to the side, like your goals are this way, but then you say, oh dude, that food looks so good, you get dragged this way for a second, then you try to get back on track, and then oh, video games, this is so fun, oh, my friends invited me out to a party. Like, you want to have freedom, you want to have control of yourself, so you can actually do the things that will progress you in the right direction, rather than get tempted by all the small things that don't mean anything in the grand scheme of things, that are just it's immediate satisfaction, when what we're looking for is delayed gratification. We want to sacrifice sacrifice immediate satisfaction for long-term, or sacrifice short-term satisfaction for long-term gratification. So work towards goals that are going to develop your mind in the future, uh, like things like your career, um, things like family, your relationships. Uh, you know the types of things I'm talking about. The types of things I'm talking about are not things that feel good all the time or are necessarily fun to work towards. They're meaningful to work towards for sure. You feel like you did something worth doing, but they're not necessarily fun. If you're saying something, a long-term goal is to get shredded, to get a 225-pound bench press, right? All the time you put into and all the hard work, it's not fun. It feels really good to see a new PR on the bench, or see a new PR on the squat, or see a new PR on the deadlift, or see a new muscle start to pop, right? Like a muscle you didn't even know you had, you could see it now. That feels good. That feels gratifying. That feels like it was worth all the effort. But sometimes it's really hard to remember that your hard work is worth it while you're doing the hard work, especially if you're just getting into a new habit or new let's just say new habit. I can't think of another word. But when you're just getting into a new habit, you don't really see the value, and it's hard to know the value of what you're chasing, right? Because you haven't gotten results yet, so you don't know what it feels like to have a six-pack. You don't know what it feels like to have good lungs because you do cardio and you train hard and give your all, right? If you don't know what that feels like, it's really hard to, or it's a lot harder to stay motivated, because what you do understand is how uncomfortable it feels to do the things to get those things, right? Like, you know how you could understand pretty clearly and pretty immediately how uncomfortable running a mile is, right? It's not fun. It's not fun. Running, you know how uncomfortable lifting can often feel. But it takes a lot longer, a lot more dedication and time to understand the positives of all those things, and to have really experienced them yourself, rather than to just see other people experiencing them and to go off of their words, right? So I could say you're fat. Sorry, that was harsh the way I said it, just like that. But say you're out of shape, and you're looking at me and I'm saying, dude, just go work out. It feels great to be healthy. I feel great. I feel confident. I look in the mirror and I have a six-pack. It feels so good. And then, but like, you don't know what that means. You don't know what the feeling actually is. So you could hear that all day from me, from your favorite athlete, from whoever the hell in your life, your family, your dad, your teacher, I don't know, it doesn't even matter. But you could hear that all day from people that like have experience in feeling healthy, feeling good, but you're never gonna just, I don't know, you're never gonna understand it for yourself until you feel it yourself. So you really have to use discipline to get through the little bit of time, maybe the month or so of time, or probably not even a month. I feel like if you're just getting into the gym, it'll be like a week, right? It'll be a week before you see some good, like decent enough results that you're like, okay, I get it now. This does feel good. I feel a little bit happier. This feels rewarding. But like, of course, more and more time, you're gonna feel more and more benefits, more and more rewards, and understand in even more depth why the hard work is worth it and why discipline is worth it. And of course, I am using the gym as an example, but I mean anything. I mean, like college. Like, it's gonna take a long time for even me to understand exactly why that hard work is worth it. I have a pretty good idea, right? But I haven't experienced what it's like to work at or have the career that I want, right? That I can get through college. I don't understand I guess that's the biggest example I can come up with for that. So right now I'm just gonna have to work through the struggle and stay disciplined, and just keep in mind, I know that it will feel rewarding when I have that career, but I don't know what that feels like yet. But I have to know. I have to know deep down, like, this is worth it. This has value. This is worth all of my time and energy. And this is what I should be doing. You have to keep that in mind. No matter what you're doing, no matter what goal you're working towards, you have to always remind yourself that it's worthwhile and why it's worthwhile. So earlier I was journaling, and a habit that I want to pick up is taking ice baths like 2 to 3 times a week. I've done it a few times now, because I've said this a few times in my videos, but I'm a college wrestler, right? And we just started preseason, and the workouts are getting intense. I'm getting sore. I need something to help me recover faster, so I can get, like, if I come into a practice sore as hell, I'm not gonna get as much as I can out of it, right? I can't focus on the technique as well as I could. I don't have quite the energy to, I don't know, push myself as hard as I can and get as much out of the workout. So I need to, it'll be nice to get some ice baths in to improve my recovery rate, get some inflammation down, which helps with both mental stress and physical stress. So that's an extra benefit. But so basically the point I'm trying to get to, right, is knowing why that habit is good or is going to benefit you, what the value is of that habit, makes you more likely to do it, makes you have more motivation. So while I was journaling, I was trying to list out why I know it's worthwhile to do, so I can try to stick to that goal, or so I could more easily stick to the goal of taking ice baths 2 to 3 times a week, right? So I was trying to figure out exactly why it's worth it. But then also, after this, I'm gonna do some actual research, and I guess more direct research. I've researched this in the past, but like, it's been years and years, and all the information that I picked up about ice baths have been like from different sources, or like just hearing it from coaches, or I guess not directly me looking into this one specific thing. So I feel like I'll get better information, I'll have better knowledge of the subject, I'll understand the value better, and I will have more motivation to stick to that goal. So understand the value of your hard work. Understand what you're getting out of what you're doing. Understand why it's worth it. Understand that you can stay disciplined. That you can. There's no excuse that is viable for why you can't stay disciplined. You can't just say, you can't like put the blame somewhere else. If you're not disciplined, it's because you aren't disciplined. You're the one that's not doing the right thing. You're the one that's fucking up. Just stay on the right path and make the path more right as you go. Have faith in the process and let the process evolve naturally as you go. The process won't always stay the same. You're gonna sharpen your tools, and you're gonna say this is your path, right? This is your path, it's wide, but if you sharpen your tools, it like narrows out, and you can go more directly towards your goal. So have faith in the process, and have faith that even if you're not doing every single thing that you know you can be doing right now, you will develop in that direction if you keep adding one good habit per day, or however many good habits per week, or just progressive overload, right? Just progressively doing more and more of the right thing to become a better person over time, a happier person, have a better life, a better quality of life, become more capable. It's all worth it. It's all worth it, and it's all doable. I promise it's all doable. You guys got this shit. I got this shit. Let's get to it. Let's get after it, baby.